Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review for the Dolph Lundgren Marathon, and this time it is a film called War Pigs. Now, this is a film that I don't know if it's a full-blown rant. Maybe it's a review slash rant slash review, because considering all the other stuff I've seen of recent Dolph Lundgren flicks, it's hard to call him Dolph Lundgren flicks because he's barely in them or supporting character. Well, I'm talking about films like Ambushed, Blood of Redemption, Shark Lake, or even something as forgettable as Forgotten. I think this film's better than all the ones I mentioned. Not by much. There's a couple things I don't mind in the film. But overall, I would say I dislike it more than I like it. I wouldn't say I really like the film. It's just not the most awful movie either. Dolph Lundgren does a good job. Luke Goss, I thought he was actually alright in it. Luke Goss, he was good as the villain in Blade 2. I thought he did fine in the lead role. The film is 90 minutes or so, so it didn't feel too long. But again, there's a lot of problems to the point of overall I don't like the film, but uh, I do like Dolph Lundgren's character. It was cool that this is a World War II film, and he plays a German who joined the French Foreign Legion. I thought his German accent was a lot better here compared to Pentathlon. That's one of the problems I have with Pentathlon is he was being really over the top with the German accent. Do you like my shirt? Do I look like an American? Do I sound like an American? He's being very big. Here, he did it very well. I like the idea of a German who, as he puts it, he didn't believe in Hitler's Germany. So he joined the French Foreign Legion. I wish the movie starred him, and I wish this was a movie with a bigger budget. And Luke Goss is all right, but I wish the people that they have to train, they're I think the worst part of the film because they're so forgettable in one ear out the other. Don't give a shit quality. It just makes me wish that some director did like a big World War II film to cast like all these other big action stars, and Dolph could play the same type of character. I think it would have been cool. I mean, there's other people in the film. There's Chuck Liddell, the UFC guy. He's in the film at the very beginning, long enough to be Luke Goss's friend, and then he gets shot and killed. So it makes me go, why the fuck is Chuck Liddell even in the film? I did. For those who don't know, he's a UFC guy. He was in other films. He was in Riot, which also has Dolph Lundgren, which I'll talk about later. He's been in others. He was in the Altitude, which is later on. That's a 2017 film, I believe. Dolph Lundgren's in that. I'll get to that piece of shit too. I've seen the film, so yes, it's a piece of shit. Riot, I actually don't mind it. It's not a Dolph Lundgren film. I'll get to it, but Riot, the lead's okay, and it's a pretty decent paced film where there's some pretty good fight scenes. That's really it. It's a pretty decent time waster because there's some good fight scenes and it's shot very competently. But yeah, I'll get to that. But here, after Chuck Liddell dies, Luke Goss, even though he didn't do anything wrong, he's going to be court-martialed and arrested. But Mickey Rourke, which this is World War II, right? Mickey Rourke has long hair, a cowboy hat, and sunglasses. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not a World War II type of guy, meaning I'm not the most knowledgeable. I don't see Mickey Rourke. I think he was a colonel. This takes place in 1944. Okay, he's a colonel in the military wearing long hair, a cowboy hat, and sunglasses. And Mickey Rourke's face looks like it's going to melt off. My first question is, what the fuck happened to Mickey Rourke after The Wrestler? Wrestler's a good movie. He have a great performance. What the fuck happened? He just doesn't give a shit? And then looking a little bit of info, apparently, Mickey Rourke is the one who decided to have this stupid outfit. Apparently, like, the director or someone wanted him to change his mind. He's like, no, I'm coming out with this or else. So Mickey Rourke, I'm sorry, man. You're a good actor, but you're a moron. I'll say it bluntly. Mickey Rourke is a moron. If he's going to make the director, no, I'm going to wear this, deal with it. So he's a dick. And you're a moron. World War, I don't even know shit about World War II, and even I know that a fucking colonel, when I have long fucking greasy hair, sunglasses, and a fucking cowboy hat. When you're out in the fucking field. There's a reason why these people have short hair and not fucking cowboy hats. And Mickey Rourke, he's in there for 3 scenes. This one scene, a second scene where Ricky Rourke, yeah, that's his brother, Ricky Rourke. Mickey Rourke gives Luke Goss and Dolph Lundgren the mission, and then at the very end, when Mickey Rourke tells him, good job, the charges have been dropped. So Mickey Rourke's in 3 scenes. Despite what some of the posters, he never has a helmet, never picks up a gun. He's just there to sit in a fucking chair with a cowboy hat and sunglasses. But Luke Goss, he did okay in the film. He wasn't that bad at all. He really wasn't. I didn't mind him. And Dolph Lundgren, I liked. He was a French Foreign Legion, German. The two of them are going to help train these people. Mickey Rourke wants Luke Goss to train these people called the War Pigs to get out being charged. The reason he's being charged is that higher up fucked up on a mission, which is what Chuck Liddell got killed from. But they don't want to blame themselves, so they blame Luke Goss, even though he didn't do anything wrong. So then we get 2 Our Men that Dolph and Luke Goss have to train, and this is the worst part of the film. Sorry, I had a brain aneurysm. I had to say that twice. The first thing we see these dumbasses do is steal chicken eggs, so they can cook them and eat them. These other men are fucking boring, forgettable. You don't give a fuck about any of them. And you don't really know anything about them. One's a religious guy. Of course, you gotta have a religious guy. One's a newbie. Of course, you gotta have a rookie in there. One is sort of leader of the group, and he's the guy who's gonna fight orders from Luke Goss. So, the asshole. And the other people, I don't even fucking remember a damn thing about them. Characteristic or otherwise. And they just have nothing to them. No charisma, no personality, no memorable lines of dialogue. Even face-wise, nothing. I could barely tell them apart. They all look white bread motherfuckers, ready to be on a CW TV show. Or before that, a WB TV show. Or to be on a fucking soap opera. Or like, you don't give a fuck about these people. And they're called the War Pigs because one of them says, well, we have a reputation for rolling around in the mud. So because of that one line, you name your movie a stupid title named War Pigs. How many people are going to rent a fucking movie called War Pigs? It's a stupid fucking title for a fucking movie. It's almost as stupid as Forgotten. Forgotten, because you say it fast, it's Forgotten. Another film Dolph Lundgren was in 2015, the same year as this. But again, I like Luke Goss and Dolph Lundgren's when they have conversations with each other. I think they work fairly well together. And Dolph Lundgren at one point tells a story about his family and how Luke Goss asks what happened, and he goes, "I found him in a shallow grave. So after that, I joined the Foreign Legion, and I don't believe in what Hitler's doing." And again, he does the German accent well. I like the idea that these younger assholes keep calling him fraud because it makes sense. It's World War II. Here's a German. They're fighting the Germans, so of course they don't give shit to a German, even though he's a good guy. But like that makes sense. It would make less sense if no one did that. And then Dolph, gets the better end, making them do these 3 mile runs or carry sandbags up a hill, or teach them how to do a knife fight and kiss this one guy's ass, and the knife, teach them how to fight with knives. I like that. Like those bits were fine. Or when they're doing landmine detection, and the guy's like, "I think I got it." And Dolph Lundgren's like, "That's a bottle, idiot." And the guy picks up, it's a bottle. See, again, there are moments. I would say this film is worth one watch for Dolph Lundgren. I liked his role. I liked his character. It's worth a watch for him. And Luke Goss isn't that bad. It's just either have just it be the two of them going on a mission, or the other characters get more personality, more character actors, people with some charisma, personality, anything of that nature, man. And it would also help if you had a bigger budget, because I hate the look of this film, the gray filter. I hate when movies make themselves look almost gray. I hate that. If I want to watch a black and white movie, I'll change my fucking TV to black and white. I like color. I don't like this gray look. Unless it's Sin City. I mean, that's a different matter. But it just looks cheap. This digital. I mean, it's the filters. It's when they work with the filters. I hate that shit. I think it would be a better looking film if it had some fucking color. But not everything looked this filtered gray shit. I hate the gray look in this. So the men are bonding with Luke Goss and Dolph. They've realized Luke Goss isn't that bad of a guy. A good chunk of the film is them training these men, and then there's a mission because the Nazis have this new gun, this artillery, this big cannon. They go on a mission. They split into two teams. A grenade's thrown. Luke Goss gets knocked out. Two men get taken. The rookie and the asshole. Luke Goss goes to find Dolph Lundgren's team. Meanwhile, Dolph Lundgren and his team, these two tanks stop in the road. A gunfire happens. Cool to see Dolph use a shotgun, fucks up some Nazis with a shotgun. That was cool. That was a fun little bit. He gets wounded. And after that, he doesn't do much for the rest of the film, sad to say. Which is another mess up they had, another screw up. Because Luke Goss finds them, hey, we gotta go rescue those two guys. We're gonna go against orders. They get in this tank, wearing the Nazi uniforms. They go in there. Luke Goss goes in, beats up one guy, goes to save the two men who are getting ready to be having a rope around their neck. Luke Goss kills 3 guys. Decent little scene. Like Luke Goss, he can handle himself physically. Slits a guy's throat, fucks up a guy, stabs him, breaks a guy's neck. Again, he does well in the fight scene. His movements were fluid. They get the 2 guys. The guy, I think the guy he punched earlier, the Nazi he punched earlier, goes warn some people. You have a little bit of a shootout that's nothing. I swear it lasts like 40 seconds, 50 seconds. They shoot, they drive away with the tank. Then all of a sudden, no one's chasing them. No one's chasing them because as they start driving the tank, all of a sudden it cuts to no one's following them, no one's firing at them, no one's trying to bomb them, no one's trying to throw grenades at them. Everything's fine. They get to the big gun. Dolph aims, shoots it, blows it up. Cut away. They're all fine. Mickey Rourke says, "Good job. You're not under arrest anymore. You two did good." Dolph and Luke Goss celebrate with their men, the war pigs, and the movie's over. I'm like, wow, that was really fucking easy. This seemed like it should have been a lot more intricate, a lot harder, a lot tougher. And also, nobody died, which is surprising. Usually in these movies, at least one person dies. But no, no one died. I didn't want Dolph to die. Luke Goss, he didn't need to die. He doesn't. I was surprised that none of the other men died. Like, no one died in the group, which again surprised me. Because usually in these movies that does happen. But I don't give a shit about these younger guys, so it would have been fine if some of them died. It just seemed like they won their mission way too fucking easy. And then Dolph, not even really anything to do for that big. Well, it's not even big, but for that final bit, that oh, he's in the tank, shoots, blows it up. Okay, he does that. Nothing physical, no fighting, no shooting, nothing with the knives, nothing. So that was a waste of Dolph. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't mind Luke Goss. I don't mind Dolph Lundgren. Some of the conversations with each other is decent. Dolph Lundgren's character I like. But Mickey Rourke is ridiculous in his bit role. He looks ridiculous. The ending seems really lackluster and seemed like there should have been a lot more going on, but there isn't. Not giving Dolph much to do other than that one scene with the shotgun. Really nothing to do in the third act, the finale. The war pigs themselves being lame, forgettable, unremarkable, no charisma, no personality, nothing noteworthy, nothing to even remember. The ugly gray look, which makes the film look cheap. So other than a couple things, yeah, I can't say I'm a big fan of the film. It's not as bad as Shark Lake. I'd rather watch this than 4.10 because this at least has a couple things. I'd rather watch this than legendary Tomb of the Dragon, that bullshit Scott Atkins Lundgren movie where there's a CGI dragon that looks like the gecko from the Geico commercials, or Blood of Redemption, or Ambushed, or Stash House. I mean, compared to a lot of the other stuff, there's some alright things, but nothing I would ever watch again. So that's why it's a rant/review. Is that the most awful thing I've seen? But could have been, and it could have been a lot better. Again, those fucking young war pigs guys, they don't cut it. They don't cut it at all. But I'm supposed to cheer for these characters? No. Dolph Lundgren, Luke Goss, I could deal with them. The other guys, no, not at all. But that's just my opinion. Again, it does look like a very cheap movie, which is too bad. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.